Year's Eve, right? Oh, we're partiers. We go out on New Year's Eve. We go out on Halloween. Now, the real drunks are going out on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying?
It's Sports Rage Tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
eTaste, new virtual reality technology from the University of Ohio that adds the sense of flavor to your VR experience. Better than smell-o-vision. eTaste, a new dimension in remote virtual immersive food experiences. Basic molecules sensed digitally transmitted to chemical injectors remotely replicating the 5 basic tastes of food. Sweet, salty, bitter, and umami, the rich, long-lasting, meaty texture of steak or seafood, or the pungent flavor of aged cheese.
No, roofing!
Follow me at Capalbo on X, and stay tuned to The Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Pharrell, Coast to Coast.
And this is what Rodgers does. He's going to make everyone wait. It's down to the Steelers and Giants. Oh, no, the Vikings are still in it. Oh, he may retire.
I don't think that the Vikings want to bring this poison in to ruin J.J. McCarthy's head. Anybody gives a rat's ass about his crusty 41-year-old ass anymore.
It's Pharrell, Coast to Coast with Scott Farrell. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific on the home of the winning edge, the SportsGrid Radio Network. Days are getting cooler.
The shadows are getting longer.
You know what that means. It's football weather. So bundle up and keep it here for all the latest strategies and gridiron information. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please welcome.
It's the opening kickoff with Carver and Lisi.
All right, here we go. Carver and Lisi with you. SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM, channel 159. Great to have everybody with us here on the grid. Very busy Thursday night as we have got wall-to-wall college basketball here. Championship week. Thursday's usually the best day because you've got like 4 games for each conference. The madness is really here. We've had, me and Joe, we've been kind of bobbing and weaving here the last couple of days. There's no question about that. But I feel like we found some footing here today on Thursday, and we want to try to continue that on into the night session now and see if we can. So we have a lot of, but mostly college basketball tonight. I'll try to throw in a couple of NFL things for Joe as well. I know that he's very excited about Mac Jones going to the Niners and all this other stuff that's happening. So we'll try to get some of his hot takes on that at some point too. The golf, the Players Championship. Wow. I mean, what a leaderboard. What a top of the leaderboard. I mean, this had Joe written all over it. I'm surprised Joe didn't have some of these guys. Camilo Villages at 6 under. Lucas Glover at 6 under. I mean, got a couple of 40-year-olds leading the Players' Championship as we head into day number 2. Toasty played well today also after he took a dive into the pond yesterday over on 17 with his hole-in-one in the practice round. Couldn't get his one today, though. So very busy. Mike Carver with you, along with the encyclopedia of college basketball for the next couple weeks. The one, the only. Go for the 2, Joe. Lisi, hi, Joe.
What's up, Carver? We need a smash play right now. Smash play. Slow it down. This total, we got to pull back on the reins of Missouri and Miss State. We need an ugly game. How all these games over? I mean, Iowa, over. Baylor, over. I mean, I'm sick. I'm on the under here. Louisville and Stanford, thankfully. I had the under in Boise State and San Diego State. I had to sweat out a lot of these games, Carver. You know where I'm at. I got a wheel play on the under in Baylor, Miss State, and Missouri. Let's get it. Let's get an ugly game. Ugly, blue collar.
We're not. We're obviously off to quite the start here. I mean, what they scored 20 points in the first 4 minutes of the game, Miss State and Missouri. So yes, we do need things to slow it down just a bit.
This total is like flying off the handle. 160. We settled in a little bit. 160 and a half. I have it as high as 158 and a half. My lowest number is 155 and a hook. So.
Well, I'm with you here with the 158 and a half. You finally pulled me in, and I said, I'll go with you here. We've had a pretty good day so far. I'm going to try to get involved with you. So I'm on the under 158 and a half. I want to root it in for you, so that's how we're going to go about that. Now, there's some things going on right now that maybe we should draw our attention to. First off, at the Garden, DePaul kicked us into you-know-what last night against Georgetown, and now here they come again. They're up 15 at the half on Creighton. So
unbelievable.
I'm already in, Joe, for the Creighton money line here to come back and get this done. Now, I'm probably foolish, but you want to take them plus the 4.5 also right now? So I got a little points with it too, instead of just the money line. You want to go the 4.5 with Creighton?
Creighton is a team. You know what the problem with Creighton is? It's obvious they're off tonight shooting. And when they're off, they get blown out. And then for them to, down 15
what happens
what got
when they
into
get hot
DePaul?
in the
Tell
second
me what happened into this team all of a sudden. Really, garbage all year. Now they have 9 lives.
Okay, well, what do you think? What if Creighton comes out and starts hammering some threes? What if they get hot?
Well, then why don't we take the over second half?
What's the number right now? 131 and a half. And they've got 57 on the board. Man, that's a lot of points. Nah, because I think they got to get stops. We don't want DePaul scoring much anymore. We need Creighton to do the heavy lifting here. I'm on Creighton to come back and win the game. And I'm willing to go into this 4.5 if you want to put it with something else. I missed this pregame under. I like that under in LaSalle and St. Joseph's, and they're already playing at a low pace. It's already dropped like 10 points.
I wanted to take under in Temple and Tulsa.
Temple and Tulsa is at 148 and a half right now. They're at halftime.
I see 149 and a half on dual right now.
Okay, so you got that too. 175, so yeah, 42-30 Temple leads. Missouri out to a 17-10 lead now. Racing pace here, Joe. They're just flying up and down the court. Flying.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Baylor down 13 to Texas Tech at halftime. I told you about this Stanford team, and I didn't get involved with the 10.5. Now they're up 6, but they're still getting 2.5. I can't take that now. Illinois up 12 on Iowa.
Can we get some stops?
Did you end up with anything in that Illinois
up
game?
And down the court, like slow it down. This Miss State team is no. They can't shoot for. They're terrible. Just slow it down. This kid's taking threes from the corner. Like what are we doing here?
I think we're gonna have some problems there. That's gonna be. We need some sweat there at some point, hopefully. Did you go with anything in Iowa and Illinois?
No.
Because they're going to score like 200-plus points in that game. That game is just flying over between those two.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
This total, 163 and a half, it's starting to top out to me right now.
It's not. Don't go in for more. I'm telling you. I think you got what you need right now. I don't.
I'm willing to take a shot again. I don't know. I'm willing to take a stand. I don't think this game. I don't think Miss State can play at this pace. I gotta be honest. This guy's out of control. He's all over the place. Like, what are we doing here? Play defense.
He's all fired up with this guy. He's all, why, you want to go? It just went from 163 to 161 live, so it just went down a couple of ticks.
No, it didn't. I see 163.5 on the duel.
All right, well, the DK's got it down to 161.
All right. You know what? I'll take a stand. You know what? I'm in for
You
more. Double the meat.
Going in for more? Doubling the meat? Already?
Doubling the meat. That's it. I'm selling high.
All right.
At some point, Carver, this has got to slow down.
I mean, Iowa, Illinois never slowed down. Their live total's 201.5.
Yeah, but I've watched Miss State
201.5.
play. I've watched Miss State play. They can't get into this type of game because this is the type of game they got into with Bama and they lost by 30. They cannot get into this type. They're not built like this.
I hope
they're
so.
not built like this. At some point, we're going to sell it high and we'll have a shot to buy it back cheaper.
Sell.
We're just selling. 500 at 163.5. 500 at 163. Sold. Sold at 162. At 160. We'll start to run them in.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. Sirius XM 159. We're back right after this.
And now, for your listening pleasure, we give you SportsGrid summed up in one single symbolic sound effect. Get it? This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
Football full circle.
But I'll ask Washington Commander fans, would you give up 5 number ones for Jaden Daniels? You know what? Knowing what I know now, probably. Would you give up 5 number ones, for the Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud? You know what? I wouldn't like it, but yeah, I got my quarterback in the future. Whatever it takes.
It's Football Full Circle with Ben Stevens and Scott Wetzel. Weekdays noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more, all in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime, on the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
When the weather cools off,
Major League Baseball playoffs heat up. Sit tight. The World Series is coming. Keep it here for every bit of the action with strategies and information to give you the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM, channel 159, with you on a Thursday night on the grid here. They've started the second half, Joe. 15-point lead for DePaul. I mean, they look like Duke here, the way they're playing against Creighton. I mean, I also saw, Joe, they put up a stat. I think it said Creighton's 1-7 this year when trailing at the half. They're a front-running team, Joe, this Creighton team.
Yeah.
Front-running team.
They like to play bully ball. And that's what we got right now. Can we play some defense here? 21-18. And by the way, great intro song, Matthias. I like that. Is that going to be the new intro on Wednesdays with Carver and sometimes Lisi? Hey, look at this. I'm in the credits tonight. Hey, tons of college rec. Hey,
You know what? We
all
actually did
right.
open with that last night.
Woo! I made it.
That was our open.
Hey, I made it to the big time. Look at this.
You see, we had a discussion about this last night.
I was watching.
And
I know I got a lot of things going on, Joe. Got a lot of things going on. You know.
You weren't.
I know,
you
like
weren't
you're driving
here,
the
so
mothership. You know, out from the
I don't
Grand Canyon.
understand. I don't understand what you're upset about. I mean, I'm in a rush. I'm trying to tweet these things out while we're on. You're not on the show that night. I've got Brady, George, everybody else coming on.
You got the cast, the usual suspects, Golf Syndicate.
Well, I got to
group.
get everybody else in.
Yeah,
so, I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Must be nice. I know.
You want to get in on this Liv's teeing off in an hour in Singapore. You want to get in on the
Liv?
Liv?
Right now, I have one thing on my agenda. I got a lot riding on this under right now, and we need this tempo to slow down, all right? We need to play some defense. What is going on? Like, can we just step up? I mean, what are we doing here, Carver?
I don't know.
And, you know, Matthias, like, you know, Batman and Robin over there. Yeah, Mikey, whatever you want. Yeah. We need to have an intro song.
We're upset because, first of all, what a completely gutless effort by Rutgers last night. 2 overtimes, losing that game to USC.
I mean, how many games did we lose in overtime?
Gutless.
I mean, you know, does it matter?
We had 2 days in a row with the 2 because the Cal Virginia Tech game on Tuesday, then the Rutgers USC game double overtime Wednesday, and then when Texas A&M went to double overtime today, I figured here we go again. But thankfully, the Longhorns were able to take care of business, Joe, and get involved a little bit. So here we go. Creighton makes a couple buckets, and now the turnover by DePaul. Here come the Blue Jays, Joe. Here come the Blue Jays. Crack the whip here at the Garden. Crack the whip.
24-18. Missouri with 10 minutes left. Could we slow this pace down? Like, what are we doing? Guys burying threes.
What's the number
How did they
now?
count that? Oh, man.
Where they got the number at?
167.5.
Oh. 167. 10-point game. Here comes Creighton. Crack the whip.
168.5. So we might be, I don't understand. What do we call here? Nobody's walking around. We called a foul on a three-pointer? You got to be kidding me. 25-18. We got
eventually, Joe, by the end of this hour, we got to go through all the night games, and we, of course, just got the real late night one, the 9 o'clock East and later ones, because there's a lot more happening that we have to get involved with.
169.5, Mikey. 169.5.
Look, I played it because I wanted to root it in with you. There's a 3 for Creighton. They're down 9, Joe. 9-point game. Here they come. I wanted to root it in with you. We've been having a good day, so I went with you on 1. I said to you, I don't love this total. And Missouri plays these games 100-95 every night. Play no defense, but you seemed confident in it, so I wanted to go with you on it. So that's why we are where we are. Maybe we can get a 5-minute drought here. Maybe Mississippi State could play a little, slow it down a little.
Half court, like their game is, like their game actually is. Like this team doesn't live and die by the 3 ball. They live and die by athleticism and half court. It's a garbage team. Like really. Just slow it down.
I kind of like this Roadrunner team against East Carolina later, too. Beep, beep. Roadrunners, UTSA. Beep, beep.
There we go. Moving around. Don't shoot threes. That's good. Now we got to play some defense here. No, the guys, come on. You got to be kidding me. We're letting these guys run down the court. This guy Perkins, man up. Bash him when he comes into the lane. He thought he was a Akeem Olajuwon here. You got to be kidding me. Kid's walking in the paint like he's thinking she's Air Jordan. Bury him. We got to be kidding me here.
I know you're upset.
I mean, really, what are we doing? I'm talking to you, Carver. Miss it. No bound, no bound. That's us. All we have to do, Carver, is we got to break the momentum.
By the way,
163 and a half. Oh, the fun stopped by, and here it comes. A little weakness at 160, at 158 and a half, at 153. Then we'll be buying them back at 140. Come on now.
If you're just tuning in, this total in Mississippi State, Mizzou is really gonna. This is gonna be the whole show. It's just us constantly tracking the total. Every possession of where the total's moving in Mississippi State and Mizzou, that's going to be where we're at. There are some NBA games tonight if anyone's interested. Bucks.
We have a no sweat. We have a no sweat tonight.
I think you got to use that on the King Warrior game because you missed it on the Laker Buck game. So you got to use it on a TNT
King Warrior. What do you want to do?
We'll get that. We got some time. It tips at 10 o'clock. We got time for that. Nets are up 15-10 on the Bulls. Magic up 19-11 on the Pelicans. This Luka already, Joe, here in the first half. 16 points, 4 bounds, 2 assists. Luka. Dame time, 2 threes in the first half already. Dame time. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. We're back after this.
It's dead simple. Listen to SportsGrid is smart. Don't listen to SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It should be obvious. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. The SportsGrid Radio Network presents This Date in Sports History.
1954, the Braves' Bobby Thompson breaks his ankle and is replaced by Hank Aaron. The Hammer never looked back, hitting 755 career home runs. In 1974, Aaron broke the Babe's record of 714 home runs.
What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South.
For SportsGrid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
The early line.
Still find it interesting that the Chiefs are the second favorite. The Chargers got infinitely better this offseason, and I will absolutely be firing on the Chargers to win the AFC West this year. I'll do it again. I will do it again. So write it down. You heard it here first. Save the tape. We can mark it down on March 12th, first day of the league year. Zeno told you the Chargers are winning the AFC West this year. That is the bet to make.
It's the early line with Ben Stevens and Donnie Rightside. Weekdays, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. SportsGrid TV and radio networks are the premier streaming video and audio channels dedicated to serving the sports wagering audience. Found on major smart TV platforms and streaming on SportsGrid Radio and Sirius XM Channel 159. SportsGrid's real-time data, expert commentary, and entertaining analysis transform viewers into informed sports enthusiasts. Our weekday radio lineup begins with the early line at 8 a.m. Eastern with Ben Stevens and Donnie Rightside. Donnie joins Kevin Walsh on Moneyline at 11 a.m. Eastern, followed by Football Full Circle at noon Eastern. Kaplan and crew join the party at 1 p.m. Eastern, and Pharrell Coast to Coast keeps things rolling from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Get in the mix with Kevin Walsh and Game Time Decisions at 6 p.m. Eastern. Evenings simmer with Carver and Lisi, then boils over with Gabe Moritzi on Sports Rage Late Night at 10 p.m. Eastern. To find out where to find SportsGrid that's best for you, go to sportsgrid.com. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Fall is almost here. It's time to stow the lawnmower and get ready for all that glorious action coming your way. Stay tuned to SportsGrid for all the strategies, angles, and info you need to get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM, Channel 159. All right, Creighton down 9 here, 13.5 to go in the second half at the Garden. First game of the night session. And DePaul just not going away. Make a bucket to get back up 11. Meanwhile, Missouri up 28-20 at the under 8 timeout. Totals now at 165.5 live. Missouri minus 8.5. You've got Baylor making a small run, but now Texas Tech hits a 363-52. They're back up 11. Stanford now up 11 on Louisville. Oh, you should have played Stanford.
Well, I know.
Stanford.
All right.
That Louisville team is gutless. I mean, that is a gutless team.
I'm thinking this. Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, you like. I like SMU. Rematch of the ACC championship football game. They couldn't beat them in the gridiron. They're going to get them on the hardwood. All right? I'm taking the 6. I'm going after this Clemson team. I'll take the 6.5 with SMU. Could we get the under Oklahoma, Kentucky? I mean, Oklahoma plays a lot of unders,
That's probably a big number, too, right? Is that a big number?
159.5. I mean, come on with these games. We're not going to play any half court.
They just played very recently, Joe. Hold on.
That game was a smash job. I think if I'm not mistaken, it was in the 150s. I don't know if it went over.
No, it went way over. 83-82 in Oklahoma. That was a 1-point game. Kentucky beat them on the road. 1 point. Remember, there were some scuffles at the end of that game. They weren't happy with each other.
So you want to take the under? I mean, it's a neutral court. I mean, SEC championship.
I keep thinking that these SEC games are going to be blue-collar games, but they're not. I mean, just look, they're just not. They're running up and down the court at this place.
Yeah, we slow it down. Come on, play some half court, baby. Get in his face. There you go. There you go. Slow it down. Carver, we got a shot here. I'm telling you. What do you want to do? I like SMU. You want to take the under in Nova? You said you like that.
I like the under in Nova UConn tonight. I do
All right,
like
so let's
that.
take under in Nova, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take SMU. I like them.
Who?
I like SMU. SMU.
I'm not on SMU.
I like them. Plus the 6.5.
All right, hold on a second here. Let's try to get ourselves organized here for a second.
You like Arizona tonight, right?
I don't know. I could be talked into Kansas. I think Arizona's better than Kansas. And, Kansas again last night, like that would have been a fitting end of their season, losing to UCF. And they tried. They did try to do that. But it did not work out for them. All right, let me get this all in order here. So we're going to do Oklahoma.
Right.
Oklahoma.
Plus the 6.5.
Plus the 6.5. The under in the Villanova-UConn game. Villanova-UConn under.
Yeah. Should we take an alt with that just to give us protection?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
What about UNLV tonight?
I was thinking the other side, but I don't know.
Yes, you think a smash job?
Line is fishy.
These games have been. I got 8.5 on DK, but
DK has 8.5.
Yeah, for UNLV.
I mean, I feel like that's gonna be it. You want to take Utah State? I'll take you. I like Utah State. I'm gonna lay it.
No, if I'm either playing UNLV or I'm not playing it.
Come on, get that bound. I mean, I don't know. Where are we at the in-game total? Let me see this. Let me see how bad it is right now.
Well, I think it should have slowed down a little bit. It's still only 28-22.
Yeah, 163.5. All right.
Okay, well, it's trickling back down towards us. It's trickling back down. Let it keep trickling here.
They just buried it.
Trickling down.
They just buried it 3.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. We're back right after this.
Congratulations. Another day above ground. Might as well make the most of it. Get the winning edge. Sports gaming strategies and information. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
E-Taste, new virtual reality technology from the University of Ohio that adds the sense of flavor to your VR experience. Better than smell-o-vision. E-Taste, a new dimension in remote virtual immersive food experiences. Basic molecules sense digitally transmitted to chemical injectors remotely replicating the 5 basic tastes of food. Sweet, salty, bitter, and umami, the rich, long-lasting, meaty texture of steak or seafood, or the pungent flavor of aged cheese.
No, Rufin!
Follow me at Capalbo on X, and stay tuned to The Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
Right before your very eyes, the boys of summer are about to become the champions of fall.
MLB playoffs are coming.
And SportsGrid will bring you all the angles, strategies, and info. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah. We're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. 3 for Creighton. They're down 6, Joe. 46-40. Here comes Creighton. Here comes the Blue Jays. Still a lot of time. Under 12 minutes to go in the half there. Also, things are looking a little bit better in Nashville at the SEC. Down to 162.5. I feel like Missouri's been stuck on 28 for like 2 minutes of game time, right, Joe? They've stopped scoring a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get out here with like, I don't know, we're at 453. I mean, if they can get out with 65 points, I'd feel like that's a win, I mean,
65. If they got out in the 70s, that would be a win. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Here's the thing, Carver. I'm also on this under 142.5 Stanford Louisville. It's 57-53.
How did you get involved in that? How did you get involved in the total?
Joey under. Go for the under. Go for the under.
By the way, I told you Stanford got up double digits in that game. Louisville's making a charge. They're only down 4 now. So 57-53. Here comes the Cardinal. Down there
I'm on
Charlotte.
The under Western Kentucky and Kent State 143.5. I'm under 143.5 LaSalle and St. Joe's.
You're on the Western. You're on the Western Michigan.
Go for the under.
State
Go for the under. I play both sides.
I really liked the under in LaSalle and St. Joseph's, but I missed it. It was in the mid 140s. At half, it's at 130. 138.5 is where it's at, so it's trending low. That one I really...
Why are they interviewing this guy from Florida? Why are they interviewing this guy? I don't have it on. That's it. Miss it, kid. Way to miss the free throw.
The Florida coach is being interviewed?
Who is this guy that they're interviewing?
Because they're playing the winner of this game tomorrow.
And we need to hear from him now?
Well, I mean, he's there scouting the game, Joe. I mean, what do you want me to do? I want to go after this USC team tonight, too, after last night. I think Purdue is going to completely woodshed them in this game.
Do you? I was going to
woodshed them.
take the points with USC tonight.
No.
No?
No, not me. Smash job.
All right, we got a tie game, Carver. 28 up. Maybe it's a little half court now. What do you think?
Slow the game down. Let's go.
I told you, this fast pace is not beneficial to Miss State. Half court it, baby. Half court it. Wide open.
Mizzou's going to get runs here. You know that. Mizzou's going to get stretches where they score a bunch of points.
Just that's all they do is shoot the three ball. Like really.
Miss a few.
Really. That's all they live and die by the three. They're off. They're dead to rights. It's going to burn
Matthias
them. I'm
got
telling
anything
you,
in the hockey
going to
tonight?
be one and done in the big dance.
I hope he didn't take the Blues. They're down 3-1 now. The Blues are down 3-1 now. I know Matthias was spouting about the Blues before. Hope he didn't take them.
Yeah, that hurts because I actually just took them about 5 minutes ago at plus 200 when they at 2-1. So thanks for breaking the news.
31-30. Here we go. 31-30. Could we slow this tempo down? Could we slow it down? I can't take it right now.
Let me ask you this. You want me to turn the game on? You want me to turn the game on?
I thought you had the game on.
I don't. I actually have. I have Creighton on the big TV, and I need to readjust the smaller TV because I don't have access to all the ESPN stuff.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah. Riddle me this. Yeah.
Riddle me this, Batman. What number would you feel confident in as a total heading into the half? Like what number? Is it 72? Is it 72 or less?
Honestly, at this, I mean, anything under 75, and I'd probably be happy. And what you really need, Joe, is I think the way that this game maybe stays under is, look, if this game stays tight, one possession game,
we're good.
You'd like to think that eventually the game might slow down. Now that really isn't generally how it goes now in today's college hoops. I mean, look at that Marquette Xavier game today. I mean, that was and they just kept scoring and scoring and scoring.
They met a little resistance. You see, the market got a little overdone, and now we're starting 161.5. That's it. We get this game into the 150s. I'm telling you, we're going to pound it. We're going to start sell. This game, I
saw you tweet out that pic of you back in the day today. You had that pic.
Yeah,
tweeted
gold
out.
3,000 an ounce. Too bad it didn't happen in 06. I wouldn't be on this show. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, different. Me and Matthias' lives would be.
3,000 an ounce in 06. Forget about it.
It was a good shot of you back then. What year was that? What year was that picture taken? What year was that picture? 06. I can't believe this kid on DePaul just made this shot in the corner. You've got to be kidding me.
So now, let me ask you something. We didn't talk about this game. Middle Tennessee State La Tech.
Yeah, there's a reason we didn't talk about that game.
How about your Nevada and Colorado State, Mountain West?
Colorado State. They got to have the game. They need the game. It's a must-have for them. They need to win as many games as they can.
Northridge team that made us some money. How about Cal State Northridge tonight, minus the 3.5?
I hate going against the Gauchos. That's my problem. I love that Gaucho team.
I'm all over Northridge, baby. I'm all over the Matadors, Joe. It's their year. It's their year to make it to the final, unless they have to play Irvine.
I might have to reassess.
It's their year. It's one of their best years that they've had. Northridge doesn't have 20-win season. They don't do it.
Like you consider, sounds like you consider Matthias one of those people that you go the other side if they're on something. That's what you just made that.
You're gonna fade me.
You kind of were making a statement.
I was in Northridge today. I was feeling it up. I was walking around the streets of Northridge today. I'm feeling it.
I don't know. Maybe. What time is that game start?
This DePaul team's gonna. Oh, that game's actually that's the first game of the day, right? It's the late one is.
No, 9 o'clock. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
I'm on the Gauchos.
Matthias, you want to go after
Santa Barbara
Sarge tonight? You want to go after Sarge?
Absolutely. No, I'm all over it. I love Northwestern. I think they're going to shoot the lights out tonight.
Don't shoot threes. Don't. Come on, half court this. Play some defense. Look at this, just chucking up threes, burying threes in transition. Like, what are we doing here, Miss State? Slow it down, guy. Every shot, look at this. Here we go now. All of a sudden, up and down, 34-32.
Up and down they go.
Yeah, again, and this kid's shooting threes. This kid's shooting threes from half court like Steph Curry. You got to be kidding me. Can we slow this game down? I mean, really. I can't take it right now.
Creighton got DePaul extended this back up to 11, Joe. Creighton had gotten it to 6, and then DePaul extends it back out. Man. Just might not happen for Creighton.
This kid Cruz on Missouri, he thinks he's like Jackie Moon from Tropic Thunder, this guy. Really? With the headband and everything else? You got to be kidding me right now. Seriously.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. We're back after.
The way we see it, you have a choice. Depend on luck and be occasionally humiliated, or use strategy and win. We suggest strategy. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
E-Taste, new virtual reality technology from the University of Ohio that adds the sense of flavor to your VR experience. Better than smell-o-vision. E-Taste, a new dimension in remote virtual immersive food experiences. Basic molecules sense digitally transmitted to chemical injectors remotely replicating the 5 basic tastes of food. Sweet, salty, bitter, and umami, the rich, long-lasting, meaty texture of steak or seafood, or the pungent flavor of aged cheese.
No, Rufin!
Follow me at Capalbo on X, and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Football full circle.
But I'll ask Washington Commander fans, would you give up 5 number 1s for Jaden Daniels? You know what? Knowing what I know now, probably. Would you give up 5 number 1s, for the Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud? You know what? I wouldn't like it, but yeah, I got my quarterback of the future. Whatever it takes.
It's Football Full Circle with Ben Stevens and Scott Wetzel. Weekdays noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. No way football is playing in the fall and winter because the hits don't hurt as much when you're numb. Get the lowdown on all the sports action coming up right here. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah. And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. I think Creighton's finished, Joe. They're down 10 at the under 8. They got all kinds of problems. You can still get them at plus 4.5 and money line at plus 255. Elsewhere, this Missouri disaster, 34-34. 2 minutes left I've got here, but I got the total down to 161.5. So
I
at
mean,
least
we're
that's
not that
maybe.
far off the pace, are we?
We're not that far
off the pace.
This
I mean,
Temple-Tulsa game got real good. 55-53, Temple leads, just under 10 minutes to go. And Louisville is now tied Stanford, 62 apiece.
Good.
Under 6 minutes left in that game.
What's going on over here? I mean, these refs in this Missouri game. I mean, you want to talk about abusing privileges here. These guys from Missouri are playing this is like street ball right now. Like street ball, club the guy. I mean, this was any type of Missouri player in the lane, bury them with the body. Really, no calls.
Bury him.
You better
Sweep
slow
the leg.
it down.
No
Second half,
mercy.
miss it. He missed it. He missed it.
Sweep the leg. No mercy.
Sweep the leg. This guy's terrible. 152 left. Get me out of here. Tied 34 apiece. Get me out of here. Tied 34. 159 and a half in the market. There we go. We cracked the 160. Sell.
See, and when it got all the way up to 168, I told you that you should get in a little more on the under.
157 and a half. The selling's coming in. Sold. Let's get it down. 155 and a half.
You should have bought more at 168. 168 and a half. I said, this might be the spot. This might be the highest it gets.
No, you didn't. You were going to double the meat. Double the meat. You're going to really? Don't get me started. Get out of here.
You didn't go in at 168 and a half?
That's a turnover.
You didn't go in at 168 and a half? You didn't go in?
My highest number, let me look now.
I knew you went back in.
My highest number is 163 and a half.
You got a bad number. 168 was where you needed to buy.
155 and a half. Sold. We took a stand. We just waited. Market's tired.
I'll tell you, Joe. All this Creighton team does is shoot threes. That's it. And if they're not making threes, they're just all this Creighton team does is threes.
I just told you that.
Shoot threes.
That's what I told you. They live and die with the three ball.
Just shooting threes all night. This is all that.
That's why they're never going to go anywhere. Because you can't rely on the three ball that long in the tournament. They never got a shot to do that. At least Alabama that shoots threes. They have Grant Nelson. They have Mark Sears. They have Chris Youngblood. I'm boring you. Every night I bore this guy.
Offensive foul, huh? Joe, I've been up since like 5:45 this morning. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, I had a lot of bounce in your step last night with nobody here. You had a lot of bounce in your step last night.
I didn't have a lot of bounce last night. I was fired up for the golf. Fired up for the golf last night.
Can we get a... the guy jammed it home. Look at this. 70 points so far. 70 points. So that's it. That's out of bounds. 34 seconds. Market's at 156 and a half.
You sure you don't want to get any live plays in before they close the markets here? No live plays for you?
When you say no live plays for me, what do you want me to do with the live? Usually you give me the live plays.
You want to play? I'm playing Cameron Smith. I'm playing Brooks. I'm playing Patrick Reed. And I'm playing
any of
Kevin.
my hacks in there, like Billy Ho?
Kevin, no. By the way, you want to talk about more guys who you should have bet on. What was Billy Ho, like almost 200 to 1 for the players?
Yeah.
Tied for fourth, -5. One shot off the lead. Billy Ho. You still get a good number on him, too.
What's his number?
Let's see here. Billy Ho still checking in at 35 to 1. One shot off the lead. 35 to 1.
I'm going to put it with Memphis to make the Final Four.
Memphis to make the Final Four. Okay. Don't you think you already have enough equity in Memphis to make the Final Four? Don't you have some equity in that already?
I thought I had great equity last year with all these teams, and somehow they got to the Elite Eight, and all of a sudden they fell off a cliff. I didn't hit one. I had my whole Final Four bracket intact come the Elite Eight, and somehow, some way, they all got knocked off. I didn't think that was possible, but somehow it happened last year.
What was that? Creighton down 5, Joe. Creighton down 5. Come on.
All they do is shoot threes.
Just win the game, okay? Just win the game, please. That's all that matters.
Oh, God. Come on. Play. Here we go. 70 points. Get us out of Dodge.
Let's find something to put this live with tonight. Let's get something going.
Halftime, 39-34. All right, Carver, 39-34. It's under the 75, like you said. Is it a win?
It's a good half for us. Under 7. 3-point game, 54-51. Creighton down 3. A 9-0 run the last 2.5. Come on, Joe. Crack the whip at the Garden. I like that it's under 75. Under 75, we got a shot. We got a shot, Joe, for that now.
Number's 156.5. I mean, I don't know what more we could do.
I think that we're fine. We need what happened the last 7 minutes to carry over into the second half. Grind it down a little bit. Let's slow this game up. That's what we need down the stretch of this game.
All right.
Let's start getting some stuff together here for these late games. We got a lot going on. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 150.
It's a harsh world out there. Get the SportsGrid mobile app and take all that sweet, sweet winning edge with you. Download today. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
Sports Rage tonight.
I saw the kids on Pitt crying. I'm like, what are you kids crying about? Like, you're lucky you're even in the ACC tournament, let alone like the real tournament. Like, you weren't going anywhere. You had a bad year. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand, like, oh my God, I was going to be the #1 pick in the draft. I got eliminated. Like, no, you got like 12 and 17 teams. What are you kids crying about?
It's Sports Rage tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts, in-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more, all in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime, on the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Get sports gaming strategies and information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Everything you need to get the winning edge. Right here. All the time. No wonder the wife says you never listen to her. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159 with you here. So I got excited. Every time you get excited by Creighton, Joe, and they get it to 3 or 4, DePaul comes right back and makes a couple buckets. So they're in big trouble now. It's no good
Question.
at all.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in on this live, but I don't have it. I don't think. Where am I supposed to find this?
Golf. Go to golf.
I'm on the PGA tour.
Not on the
tab.
PGA. Well, what are you trying to play? Live or the PGA? What are you trying to play?
Which starts in like 30 minutes. What starts?
The live starts in like 20 minutes. You got to go down to all sports and hit golf.
I don't
Down
like
to
how
all
we
sports.
have to do this. Yeah.
Hit golf.
Which Billy? All sports.
All sports at the bottom of it. I know you're on the FanDuel app. All sports on the bottom. Go to golf.
Yeah. The golf.
And then scroll to the right. You'll get all tournaments or live option on there. Scroll it all the way to the right on the top.
I got you. All right. So who are we taking?
I'm taking. This is in Singapore, Joe. It's actually got some comparisons. Brady said to TPC Sawgrass. I'm on Brooks. I'm on
How
Cameron
about DJ
Smith.
at 65 to 1?
DJ's a hack. He's finished last in like the last 4 live tournaments. He's just out there for the paycheck, and he's out there to get hammered.
Why does he have a better number why does he have a better number than Mickelson?
Because Mickelson's 100 years old. And last week he finished third. He ain't going to finish third again this week. Mickelson's finished. He ain't going to have 2 good weeks in a row.
Yeah, but Mickelson is 80 to 1 and Dustin is 65 to 1. So shouldn't Dustin have a worse number?
So you want bombs is what you want. What are you looking for here?
I'm going to take a shot on DJ.
What about
DJ?
Kevin? I'm playing
go
Kevin
with,
Na.
What are we doing with the no sweat? All right, so I'm going to take. Let's. Do
we got to do that
crazy.
too.
All right, hang on. Let's do something crazy.
Oh boy,
too many tabs. You know these tabs kill you. You know
they do kill you.
Yeah, I'm trying to put stuff in for the Final Four. I don't even know where to find it. I mean. Did they just take it down because these tournaments started? Is that why?
It's very, very possible. You're not going to get that till the morning when all the games are done. Before the games start, you'll get that again. That's very possible.
Now I gotta zig when I should be zagging. All right, let's do this then.
Nobody likes when you have to do that. We don't want you zigging instead of zagging. And we don't need you doing.
You want to take the Lakers to win it all? Take the Lakers to win it all with. Are the Flames going to make the playoffs?
No.
You keep saying that. I have them plus 360 to make the playoffs. They're down to 164. Why can't they make the playoffs? Tell me why.
They're in the wild card spot right now.
So they are going to make the playoffs.
No, they're not. There's 4 teams within 2 points of them. It's super tight. It's not.
So why can't they be the team to win?
Maybe they can. I don't think they will be.
All right, so you're betting with your heart now.
I'm not betting with my heart. I think that there's 2 teams better than them out of that mix of 4 teams.
Rangers going to make the playoffs?
They should. Let's put it that way. They're better than all these other teams. Oh, they have more talent, I should say, than all these other teams. They should. Doesn't mean they will.
What about Columbus? Don't they have good goaltending?
I got Columbus back in December at plus 590 to make the playoffs.
All right, so I'm with you. I'm going to take them at 2 to 1. And then I'm going to take, I like this red team. I'm backing this Reds team to make the playoffs this year.
Oh.
What? Oh, what? Oh, what?
You and everybody else.
You see, you got to tell me that
else.
now. What do you mean, me and everybody? You know what? I'm going to take it the Rangers.
BetMGM put out a tweet the other day. The Reds are the most bet team to make the playoffs in all of baseball. The most bet team to make the playoffs.
You just killed that. Okay. So
would you prefer that I didn't say it to you and you went and played it and you're on the same side as everybody else?
I already have them, so I guess I don't have a shot. I don't know what to say.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. We're back on the grid right after.
The Even if the last thing you played was the radio, you can still be a sports gaming legend. Just keep that radio tuned to us. Get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The sharpest football contest show in the land, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show, focuses on Circus Sports Million, Circus Survivor, and the Westgate Super Contest, handicapping the games and releasing our contest picks every week of the season. With two former Super Contest winners, Brady Cannon and James Salinas, a former NFL player, Mike Pritchard, and over $1 million in contest prize money won combined, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show will have you prepared this season like none other.
The SportsGrid Radio Network presents this date in sports history.
1954, the Braves' Bobby Thompson breaks his ankle and is replaced by Hank Aaron. The Hammer never looked back, hitting 755 career home runs. In 1974, Aaron broke the Babe's record of 714 home runs.
What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South.
For SportsGrid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
E-Taste, new virtual reality technology from the University of Ohio that adds the sense of flavor to your VR experience. Better than smell-o-vision. E-Taste, a new dimension in remote virtual immersive food experiences. Basic molecules sense digitally transmitted to chemical injectors remotely replicating the 5 basic tastes of food. Sweet, salty, bitter, and umami, the rich, long-lasting, meaty texture of steak or seafood, or the pungent flavor of aged cheese.
No, Rofen!
Follow me at Capalbo on X, and stay tuned to The Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
You're listening to where real winners go for actionable insights and expert perspectives on daily sporting events.
7 days a week.
It's not a secret or anything.
I mean, we have a promotion budget for Pete's sake.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
It's the opening kickoff with Carver and Lisi.
All right, here we go. Carver and Lisi with you. SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM, channel 159. Here with you on a Thursday night on the grid. We're watching tons of college hoops. We haven't kept our eye on this, Joe, because I don't think either of us have anything in the game. But Texas Tech has been steadily up on Baylor all night by double digits, but with 1:35 to go, Baylor has cut it to 5 here in Kansas City. So
wow. That's the spread, Tech, 5.5, 6.
Yeah. So they're right there.
You know, I lost this Stanford game, this under 142.5, shot out of a cannon. You got to be kidding me. Like
Stanford was up the entire night in that game.
And it was a low-scoring game. They had like 60, 70 points.
Are they going to overtime too, Joe? Or there's still 2 seconds left here?
No.
There's a 3 for Creighton. They're down 5. Creighton gets it to 5 again. Can they finally get it to less than that? Now, I won't mind, Joe, if the game ended 5 because I have that 5.5 along with the money line. But what are we doing here?
You tell me. I'm taking SMU.
Yeah, I don't love that 2-point game. Baylor with a bucket here with 30 seconds left. 2-point game, a 3-point game, 72-69. Now, Texas Tech and Baylor.
I mean, how many games can you lose by like a hair? How many games?
Louisville wins at 75-73. They hit a bucket with 2 seconds left. Louisville beats
incredible.
Stanford 75. They were down the whole game, and they came storming back in the second half. Took your under, and they won the game.
That's incredible.
What is that kid doing? This kid on Creighton just shot a 3 from the middle of nowhere. What is he doing, Joe?
I got this
this
under
big kid
143 and a
there you
half, Kent
go.
State and Western
game,
Michigan.
Joe. 3-point game. Hit the whip here for Creighton at the Garden. Come on.
All right, come on.
8-0 run in 54 seconds. This is where DePaul becomes DePaul, hopefully. Can it happen? DePaul milking the clock here, Joe. They still got the ball. They need to stop. Kid shoots a three. He missed it.
I got to put this
Creighton's got it,
Kent
Joe.
State
Down
game on.
3 with 38 seconds left. Creighton has the rock.
All
you
right.
know they're going to chuck up a 3. They don't need to yet, but you know they're going to chuck one up.
I mean, I'm on this under Kent State, Western Michigan, like slow. I don't know. These games, so much for the
McDermott calls
unders.
timeout because they were running around
Sean
with
McDermott?
all over the place.
Sean McDermott?
Greg.
How
about Bosa in Buffalo, Joe? Bosa.
Yeah, we
Bosa
talked about that the other night. It's great. Yeah. It's wonderful. What'd you think about Elam? What's the kid? The kid Elam that got abused. They shipped his ass off to Dallas.
He was awful. George was thrilled about it last night.
George
because George's a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, but I mean, the Cowboy.
No, I'm kidding. George wasn't thrilled. I'm saying he was all up in arms. I said that, Joe. As you know, that guy sucks.
Cowboys defense is going to suck this year. I'll just say that. All right, they're missing shots, Carver. Missing shots. 69-62, a minute 59 left. Who's got the ball? Kent State.
What game are you on now? What game are you on? You're bouncing all over the place.
141. Just stop the fight. End it right now. Where's my
There's a lot of close games here. 64-62 Temple leads. 73-69 Texas Tech leads. 62-59 DePaul here. Now, Creighton's inbounding here, Joe. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Are they going to yak a 3? Oh, the kid yacked the 3, and he hit it, Joe! From the middle of nowhere, this kid on Creighton, it buries a 3. They're tied at 62.
Oh, wow, what a comeback.
You can't be serious. 16.4 seconds left. DePaul will have the ball, Joe. They obviously have to play for the last shot here. You can't give Creighton any time left. So either DePaul's going to win this, or it'll go to overtime. Wow, Texas Tech.
Wow.
Matthias get in on Baylor? He's all excited. Did you get in on Baylor?
No,
I'm actually on Texas Tech.
That's another over. That game's blowing right through that total. 146 and a half. I mean, that total was what? 143? What was that total?
Yeah, it was.
Let me ask you this. I need to know what you would do here. 69-64. 102 left in the game.
Yeah.
If you're Western Michigan, if it's 5, are you playing defense or are you playing the foul game?
You don't need to foul yet.
The
only way that I would foul right now, Joe, is if Kent State has got a couple of awful free throw shooters on the floor and they get the ball in their hands.
69-66, Carver. 69-66, 52 seconds. That's what? 135? I'm sitting on 143 and a half under.
You need the game to end.
Stop the fight. Stop the
Tech
fight
makes both of
already.
its free throws, 76-72.
Yeah, that game's over.
Baylor makes a layup with 6 seconds left, 74-76.
All right. Foul. Here we go. We got Jim Nance on the call here. Here we go. Nancy.
I just don't see it would take them missing free throws for it to happen. This Kalkbrenner. All right, Joe, here we go. DePaul ball. 16 seconds left. Tie game with Creighton. Do they win it here, Joe, or are we going to get overtime?
Probably they're gonna get overtime. It's just the way it's going to go. Colorado
they have
7-2
yacked up
start.
a 17-point lead, an 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes. They blocked them. Doesn't get a shot off, and we're going to go to overtime at the Big East. Now, Creighton seems to think that there was time left. I don't think so. Overtime at the Garden.
All right.
Overtime at the
sneak in
Garden.
this under here in Western Michigan? Here we go. Western Michigan got the ball. Down 3, 52 seconds
Yeah, but there's
left.
a lot of time left, Joe. There's a lot of time left in that game with how close it is. I don't
know.
Now, I think that Creighton's going to get a chance here, Joe. I think that there's 2 or 3 seconds left because the shot clock went off.
Yeah.
So Creighton might get one shot before the overtime. Maybe not. They're saying end of regulation. So, yeah, end of regulation. They're not going to give it. Overtime there. Now, 4.5 left. Matthias was saying, I'm guessing that Tech's going to the line here. Up
I don't
2.
know.
Yeah,
I
Tech's
don't know
going to the
what's
line
going on.
with 2 free throws, but it's 1-1. So they're hoping for a miss.
All right. Okay.
I can't believe either.
They're
I
checking
just
the
saw
clock
score,
now. They just added some time.
Score
5
go across the bottom. I still don't know how Joe covered that Northwestern game this afternoon. How did you cover that Northwestern game this afternoon?
Why?
Because they were getting smashed, and they let Northwestern come back and get that backdoor cover. They were smashing them in that game. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Couple early points in the first minute of that second half with Missouri and Miss State. We're back on the grid right after this.
Ever heard the saying, if you want a friend, get a dog? Think of us as a trusted companion that fetches odds, gaming info, and more. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Pharrell, Coast to Coast.
And this is what Rodgers does. He's going to make everyone wait. It's down to the Steelers and Giants. Oh, no, the Vikings are still in it. Oh, he may retire.
I don't think that the Vikings want to bring this poison in to ruin J.J. McCarthy's head. Anybody gives a rat's ass about his crusty 41-year-old ass anymore.
It's Pharrell Coast to Coast with Scott Pharrell. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. On the home of the winning edge, the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
You're listening to SportsGrid, raising the bar on your sports gaming by giving you rock-solid strategies, news, and information. We are your unfair advantage. Isn't it time you made more trips to the bank between paydays? This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Just some great finishes here on the first set of these night games in college. Joe, that one game, Texas Tech missed both free throws at 76-74 Baylor had a chance, but they just didn't have enough time to really go down and get a good shot off. So 76-72 final, a win for Texas Tech. They survive that game with Baylor. Nice win for them there, Joe.
Carver.
Yes.
Miss it. That's it. We're down to 151 and a half here. 151 and a half. We could buy back something if we get into the 140s. Come on.
You want to buy back now, huh? You want to buy back the other way?
Well, we get a middle. We could get a middle. What's wrong with that?
You make a bet, you stay with it.
Carver, I got 6 bets all tied to the same thing. I can't buy back a little? I mean, really. All of a sudden now, here he is. Here he is, portfolio advisor, Carver. Call me, 1-800-IRA. I mean, unbelievable.
66-64. Creighton's up here in overtime. 3 minutes left to go. Be a crushing loss for DePaul, who was up 17 in this game in the second half. Oh, and now a steal, Joe. Here come the Blue Jays. They're rocking and rolling.
St. Joe's up 17. I need this game to slow down. Slow down, St. Joe's. No reason to push it here. Unbelievable. Could we slow it down? What are we doing? Are we taking Oklahoma? What are we doing?
Yes.
We got
Oklahoma.
so much stuff going on.
Oh, here's what I like tonight. Oklahoma plus the 6.5.
Under UConn.
Under UConn and Nova. And I've made my final decision, Joe. I'm taking Arizona against Kansas. I'm taking Arizona.
You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to that game. I'm going to take a prop. I'm going to take the kid Caleb Love to bury 4 threes. Where is that game? I'm going to take Caleb Love to bury 4 threes. Okay?
Okay, so take Caleb Love to bury 4 threes. Why not?
Plus 194. Okay?
Why not?
All right. Yeah, why not? Double the meat. Double the meat.
68-64 Creighton. Come on, Joe. Extend.
Let's do it, kid. Let's do it. We got this free bet for the basketball. What are we doing here?
I have a boost. You have a free bet. We don't get the same thing.
All right, so then I have to put in something for the free bet.
Well, I could put something in too. It's just that I'm going to get a boost and you're going to get a free bet. That's how it's going to be.
All right, so what do you want to do for this late game? Again with this Golden State. I hate this team. Jimmy Butler for 30?
Jimmy Butler for 30? Where'd you get that from?
How about Butler for 30? Butler for 25 tonight, plus 285.
Oh. How about this Buddy Hield?
Oh, it's every day with this Buddy Hield.
Every day with
Buddy. No, he let us down the other night. What do you want to do with Buddy Hield?
3 threes.
No, he's plus money to the over. That means he's got no shot. He's got no shot.
3 threes.
Let's do Keegan Murray. 3 threes.
Okay.
Plus 164.
Keegan Murray for 3.
I'm taking Jimmy B for 25.
How about Jimmy for bounds?
No. I'm doing Jimmy for points. What do you want to do for bounds? Who do you want to step up?
Let's get Jimmy for bounds. 6 bounds for Jimmy. 6 bounds.
No. Let's go Valanciunas. 12 bounds at plus 106.
Fine.
All right, so Keegan for 3 threes.
Jimmy assists.
Again.
You lose him too, Matthews? Yeah, we lost. Joe, refresh, Joe. He got very mad. He didn't like what I gave him. Still don't have him. Still don't have Joe. We'll get it squared away. I think you got so mad, Joe, that you probably yanked him the connector to your mic out. You got so upset. You came across.
Come on, Joe.
Came across hot. And he probably knocked the connector out of the microphone. So we'll get Joe back because I need to find out how he wants to finish. There he is.
Yeah.
We got you now.
I say Jimmy Bounds. I say Jimmy Points. You say Jimmy Bounds. I say Jimmy Points. You say Jimmy Assists. How many times with that? I said points.
All right. Well, I'm going to do assists.
See, this is why we can't. It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. You and I were on the same page for too long.
He's not scoring 25 points.
Well, you know what? That's why we got a no sweat token.
No. You see, that's why you have one. I don't have a no sweat token. You have a no sweat token. I don't have a no sweat token.
So now you're jealous. So you're jealous.
It is what it is. I mean, you can get out of it. I can't. You got a trap door. I don't.
What do you mean I got a trap door? I don't even understand what that means.
You got a little protection underneath you. You're okay. I don't.
Here we go with the protection.
I'm playing Jimmy for assists.
Good luck.
All right.
152.5 in the mistake game. 152.5.
Okay, keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Murray 3 threes, Valanciunas 12 boards, and then you're doing points for Jimmy. I'm doing assists for Jimmy. Right? That's how it's going to be. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Back after this.
SportsGrid is your source for sports gaming strategies and information 24/7.
We're always here,
waiting on you to decide to win. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
E-Taste, new virtual reality technology from the University of Ohio that adds the sense of flavor to your VR experience. Better than smell-o-vision. E-Taste, a new dimension in remote virtual immersive food experiences. Basic molecules sense digitally transmitted to chemical injectors remotely replicating the 5 basic tastes of food. Sweet, salty, bitter, and umami, the rich, long-lasting, meaty texture of steak or seafood, or the pungent flavor of aged cheese.
No, Rufin!
Follow me at Capalbo on X, and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Sports Rage tonight.
I've said it before, March Madness, like the actual NCAA tournament, it's for amateurs. It's like New Year's Eve. Every jackass, Johnny and Sally, go out on New Year's Eve, right? And, we're partiers. We go out on New Year's Eve. We go out on Halloween. Now, the real drunks are going out on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying?
It's Sports Rage tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The SportsGrid Radio Network presents This Date in Sports History.
1954, the Braves' Bobby Thompson breaks his ankle and is replaced by Hank Aaron. The Hammer never looked back, hitting 755 career home runs. In 1974, Aaron broke the Babe's record of 714 home runs.
What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South.
For SportsGrid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
When you're a SportsGrid listener,
You have an advantage.
we bring you sports gaming strategies and information 24/7. We call it the winning edge. Everybody else calls it Stop messing around. Get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Here with you here on a Thursday night as we're watching all these college basketball games. We got a little something for the Kings and the Warriors now. Late night, too. 72-69. Creighton leads DePaul with 48 seconds left in overtime. Creighton's on the line, looking to extend that to a multi-possession lead. 47-45, Miss State leads Missouri. 13 minutes left. Totals trickled down to 151.5 in that game.
Never easy.
Never easy.
150.5. 150.5. Keep dropping. Drop like a rock. Drop like a rock. No?
Purdue up 17-16 on USC as that started in the first half at the Big Ten. And Colorado State has a 19-16 lead on Nevada at the Mountain West tournament. So several things
up.
47 in the hopper
up.
for us here.
It just can never just these kids just want to shoot every single, whatever. These games used to be dead unders. Then they changed the shot clock, and now every game's an over. Just crazy. Just nuts.
It is wild when you think about it. It is.
All of a sudden, the whole mentality changed, right? Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah. I don't know. How is that? I don't understand. These guys from Missouri are playing bully ball. No calls on the floor whatsoever. The guy's banging into guys left and right. So out of control. Come on, miss this. Miss it, you hack. He missed it.
Sure, killing it, the guy. Miss it, nice you hack. Giving him the business. Miss it, you hack.
He missed it, and they called the lane violation. Refs are on the over. It's obvious.
It's obvious. DePaul's got the ball down 2 here with 10 seconds left. You go for the 3 in the win, Joe, or you try to tie it? Try to get inside. Taking it to the rack.
I don't know.
They tied it. 1.3 left.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe I'm going to do this again, Joe. Joe, I'm going to do this again. Another double overtime game. I'm going to deal with another double overtime game. The 4th one in the last 3 days.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just as bad as me. The kid misses both free throws. They get the ball back, and then we foul him on a 3-point shot. So that's great. So now we're going to give them 3 more shots here. I mean, it was trending to the under. I mean, just incredible. Here we go. The kids hit 2 of them already. There we go. Nothing but net. Bottom of the net, silk. Every basket. It's like we're giving them points. We're still under 100 right now.
What's the score, Joe? What's the score?
49.
What's the score? Who's winning?
Again, 50-47. Here we go. 50-47. 153.5. We're 2 points under. Well, actually 4 points under the pre-tip, which was went off at 157.5.
I got 158.
You got a great number. There you are, CLV King. There you are. You should. For Christmas. I'm gonna buy you a nice pendant, CLV with the plus-minus sign.
All that's good for, Joe, is you roll it up and you put it in that garbage can. That's all it is. The CLV can. Doesn't matter.
We're down to one.
Whether you got 155, 154, 157, 158. If they score 160, they're all losers.
And this kid's just unbelievable.
They're all losers if they get to 160. So
yeah, fouling everybody. This Miss State team out of control.
See, that's a problem because now there are going to be a lot of free throws in the last 7 or 8 minutes of this game. There's going to be lots of trips to the foul line, which nobody wants. 1.8 seconds left here. Creighton's going to try the big heave. Throw it to the big guy, Kalkbrenner. I didn't get it to him. Kalkbrenner. All right, double overtime. My 4th double overtime sweat in the last 3 days that I've had to deal with.
Okay.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Back here.
loser is kind of a mean-spirited slur. But it doesn't have to stick. Tell them to listen to Sports Grid and fix it.
No, thank you.
Later. This is the Sports Grid Radio Network.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
Pharrell, Coast to Coast.
And this is what Rodgers does. He's going to make everyone wait. It's down to the Steelers and Giants. Oh, no, the Vikings are still in it. Oh, he may retire.
I don't think that the Vikings want to bring this poison in to ruin J.J. McCarthy's head. Anybody gives a rat's ass about his crusty 41-year-old ass anymore.
It's Pharrell Coast to Coast with Scott Pharrell. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. On the home of the winning edge, the Sports Grid Radio Network. The new Sports Grid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the Sports Grid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the Sports Grid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on Sports Grid. There's something you should know and always remember. Sports Grid does not increase luck. We're your unfair advantage for the latest sports gaming information. If you're looking for luck, go find a horseshoe. This is the Sports Grid Radio Network.
Back. Carver and Lisi, Sports Grid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Gonna be a late night at the Garden at the Big East. They're still in double overtime here. They got another game to go after that with Villanova and UConn, which I think is going to be a good one. So lots of fun with that. Elsewhere, Joe, Missouri now. That game has gotten to what, Joe? 50-47. With under 12
47.
Okay, 52-47 with under 12 to go.
Still up 100. That's good.
Okay. Still.
I mean,
okay.
I think that's exactly what we wanted, right? I mean, if you're back in the under, I mean, yeah, here we go. 150, 52-50. There goes that. Okay. All right. We just buried the 3.
What's it at now?
It's at 154.5. We're still under the pre-tip, but like these guys are just threes. We need back to Miss State can't get into the shootout. They just can't. 152.5. All right, we got to crack 150, Carver. We get this under 9 minutes with a 1-possession game. I think we're okay.
Or I don't even want to talk about it yet, to be quite honest with you. I don't even want to discuss it.
We're not playing any defense. That's the problem. I mean, right now, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You're right about that. It is what it is.
Meanwhile, what's crazy is that I'm on this under St. Joe's and LaSalle. There was 110 points with 3 minutes left. And now they're creeping up. We're up to 123 with 2:38 left. It's could we just end it? St. Joe's? Could we just run out the clock? What are we doing here? You were up 17.
Those are the worst. When those games get extended like that and you have these teams that just won't quit, and it goes, bucket, foul, free throw, foul. It just never ends. They love shooting threes, this team. I mean, come on. Give it to the big guy down low. Tries a dunk, and he hits it off the front of the rim. What is happening here?
Oh, God. That's it. Keep missing. All right, tie game. Tie game, Miss State. All right, can we play some defense now? Slow this down. 150 and a half. 150 and a crack the 150. Crack it. Enough with this.
I got that feeling, Joe, that I'm going to get it again here. The double overtime curse the last 3 days.
What is going on? We're back up to 150, 154 and a half.
All right, come on, Creighton. Can we extend now here, Joe? Joe, can we extend? We got time left there. We're going to be okay there.
Again, yeah, there we go. We're going to be okay. Foul. Time. They're scoring without the clock moving. You're killing us right now. You're killing us. 10-point game. Here we go. 128. Foul game inboard. 126 with LaSalle and St. Joe's. Incredible. The St. Joe's team could have just ran out the clock up 17. We're shooting with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Incredible. Just get out of
What number you got?
143 and a half. It's never easy.
It's never easy. You're right about that.
We're up 156 and a half in Missouri, 55 up. We're dead to rights. Dead to rights.
How they scored all those points that quickly?
Yeah. Just three ball. 57-55 now. Now we're back on the pace.
Hey, Joe, just remember, as you always say, no one ever said you were going to win in a shutout or a blowout. Nobody ever said you're going to win any of those things.
We just got to slow it down. We got to, slow it down.
We've had some slow stretches in the game to get us back to where we are now. So let's see. Now you should have nibbled back in at 151,
here we go.
Nibbled back in the other way at 151.
Nibbled. Here he is. He's back to the nibbling.
Well, I know how invested you are in this under. So at 151, I think you probably could have got in for a little bit. I'm not as invested as you are in it. So I'm here just to root. I'm here to help you root it in. I want to root it in for you.
58-57, 8:40 left in the game.
Creighton extending to 3. Extend, Joe. Extend.
All right. Good job by you. Good job by you.
Not over yet.
Not
over yet.
I could use about 5 minutes of no scoring right now. 5 minutes of no scoring.
Even 3 would help.
Shout out to Craig out there. He's listening to us. Love you, Craig. I don't think we're on. Are we on Thursday and Friday? Next week? No.
Well, Craig, I've got good news for you. You will hear Joe. Joe will be on. Okay, so let's make sure that we have that in order. Next Thursday and Friday, first 2 nights of the NCAA, first big nights. Obviously, we will be on this show Tuesday and Wednesday night for those Dayton games. We'll be on for that. But the first 2 big nights of the tournament, Joe will be on. Syndicate crew, him and Kevin. And is there more to that, or just you and Kevin on Thursday? Or Donnie on Friday?
Friday night this week. I don't think this week. I think it's the following.
Says.
Or whatever. He's on one night. Whatever night he's on. He snuck himself in there. He missed us so much. He missed us so much.
Joe's got some big Syndicate crew shows coming up next week, Thursday and Friday night, and that will also be on the radio because I got to go to the mothership for C2C, and I won't be back in time for the start of the show. I was going to do it with Matthias, but I'm not going to get back in time to start it, so it is what it is. So you hear Joe. Joe will get you home for those first
69-64 St. Joe's, 19 seconds left. You believe this?
What's the number?
143 and a half. 19 seconds.
And they're up 69 what? 69?
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me here. What are we doing? They were up 17 with 3 minutes left.
Should have never got to that. Should have never
17
got
with
to
3
that.
minutes left. You run out 30, 40 seconds and just get out of Dodge. What are you doing? What are we doing here?
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Time management, guys. Time management. Dead to rights. Dead to rights.
The inches are everywhere
Yeah,
around
the inches.
us.
I tell you what, the inches are here in this state. If we could buckle up and just play a little bit 2-3 zone or some amoeba. I mean, we're at 154.5. I need them to crack 150. I need them to crack 150. Give me 4 minutes of nothing. 4 minutes of garbage. I don't even think you're rooting for me, to be honest with you.
I'm rooting for you. I have it too. I'm on the under. I'm on the under 158. Let's get it home. But I need this Creighton game to end. I mean, we're waiting around with this Creighton game, double overtime. They're up 3. Can they get a bucket here to extend, Joe? They've got the ball. Can they extend this to 2 possessions? Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, yeah, it's possible. I mean, anything's possible. I need this St. Joe. Do you have eyes on this St. Joe's game? Where is this game?
On Creighton. It's
Can
on
you
USA
put on
Network.
St. Joe's?
It's on USA Network.
USA, they still have that?
They still USA Network.
The USA? That's Tuesday night at the
USA
fights.
Network.
Tuesday night at the fights with Sean McGrady. Oh, man. You're killing me here.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. We're back after this.
Giving you sports gaming strategies and information on the level that other networks wouldn't be comfortable with. We're the home of the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. Sports Rage Tonight.
I saw the kids on Pit crying. I'm like, what are you kids crying about? Like, you're lucky you're even in the ACC tournament, let alone like the real tournament. Like, you weren't going anywhere. You had a bad year. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand, like, oh my God, I was going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. I got eliminated. Like, no, you got like 12 and 17 teams. What are you kids crying about?
It's Sports Rage Tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The SportsGrid Radio Network presents This Date in Sports History.
1954, the Braves' Bobby Thompson breaks his ankle and is replaced by Hank Aaron. The Hammer never looked back, hitting 755 career home runs. In 1974, Aaron broke the Babe's record of 714 home runs.
What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South.
For SportsGrid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
SportsGrid TV and radio networks are the premier streaming video and audio channel dedicated to serving the sports wagering audience. Found on major smart TV platforms and streaming on SportsGrid Radio and Sirius XM Channel 159. SportsGrid's real-time data, expert commentary, and entertaining analysis transform viewers into informed sports enthusiasts. Our weekday radio lineup begins with the early line at 8 a.m. Eastern with Ben Stevens and Donnie Rightside. Donnie joins Kevin Walsh on Money Line at 11 a.m. Eastern, followed by Football Full Circle at noon Eastern. Kaplan and crew join the party at 1 p.m. Eastern, and Pharrell Coast to Coast keeps things rolling from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Get in the mix with Kevin Walsh and Game Time Decisions at 6 p.m. Eastern. Evenings simmer with Carver and Lisi, then boils over with Gabe Morency on Sports Rage Late Night at 10 p.m. Eastern. To find out where to find SportsGrid that's best for you, go to sportsgrid.com. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. You may or may not be a good SportsGrid listener. Test yourself. If you think a quarterback is a refund you get at an arcade, you're probably not a good SportsGrid listener. Pay attention. Make a plan. Win. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. I don't know how, Joe, you didn't get that. I don't know how you didn't get that under. That was very gutless from St. Joe's to allow all that to go on. But
USC, Are we taking the under with UConn? Are we going to take the under with UConn? I mean, I'm like totally deflated.
Yes, I'm already in on that.
I'm taking the 8.5 with SMU. I just, what a way to lose. What a way to lose.
Creighton officially a winner, Joe. 85-81, 2 overtimes.
Good job.
Creighton gets the win. That was stressful. What is this? USC up 9 on Purdue?
Yeah, they're killing them right now.
Wow. How about that? All right. I wanted to make sure 58-58, Miss State and Mizzou. Under 8 timeout. All right, I got to get that on now. Now I'm putting it on.
What do you put?
Mississippi State game.
Now he's all invested. Here we go. You got to be kidding
I
me.
told you I was waiting for the Creighton game to end before I made a move. Now look,
I don't even know.
We're going to keep our eyes on this, but I got to get some stuff for tomorrow with you.
Go ahead.
Okay? Because we got early games. There's tons of afternoon games again that we have to discuss. So first of all, early start again at the Big Ten. Oregon, Michigan State, noon East tip. 5.5, Michigan State.
I'm taking the points. I like Oregon.
I like the Ducks too, Joe. Get a little duck quack tomorrow.
Give me quack. I like the Ducks. I think they're going to surprise some people. All right, so are we on the Ducks tomorrow, me and you?
Yes, Ducks.
All right,
Ducks fly together. All right?
All right, go ahead, yeah.
Now, I can't play this, but I think it's way too many points. VCU's given 11.5 to St. Bonnie.
Down to 10.5.
Okay, well, I got 11 here.
What do you have as the total?
133.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go under.
Those 11:30 a.m. tips at the A10 are usually some fun unders. You can get some unders in those. Conference USA semifinal, Kennesaw State and Liberty.
I'm not touching that game.
I'm not touching that game either. Ole Miss getting 11.5 against Auburn.
Whoa. Why'd you jump over the Wichita State-Memphis game?
I didn't get there yet. Can you give me a chance? Can you let me go?
On the rotation, it's ahead of Ole Miss and Arkansas.
Maybe I'm using a different rotation than you. Maybe I'm on somewhere else. Maybe I'm not on the same place as you.
You're driving the bus. Go ahead.
Ole Miss getting 11.5 against Auburn at the SEC.
Now they lost by
54.5.
I'm taking the points with Ole Miss. They got blown out by them last time by 30. I like Ole Miss. I might take all the dogs. I like Oregon plus the 5.5. I like Ole Miss plus the 11.5.
Now, you're a Memphis backer. You're going to take the points with Wichita State.
Wichita State has no shot?
I wouldn't say that.
No. I mean, no
Memphis
shot.
like you.
No shot to make the 20.
They would have to win the American tournament. They'd have to win the tournament to get in. They got no shot at making it.
I want to take the over so bad, but because of that, if they have to, I really like Memphis. I like, you know how I feel about them. I just personally tied 60 up. Am I gonna this? I'm dead to rights.
Yeah, but that was a long possession right there. It's tied at 60, but the clocks. We just need that clock to keep tick 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 tick.
We're still at 150.
Tick 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 tick.
We got to get stops. Look at this. The kid made a bucket. Oh, man, you got it. 154.5. Carver, we need that tick 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 tick. Stop.
Yeah, I know.
Slow it down. Stop with this up and
Oh,
down.
the ball just hung on the rim, too.
I know.
All right.
All right. I know.
Second game of the day at the A10. Loyola Chicago, 1.5 over St. Louis. 142.5.
I like St. Louis. St. Louis is another team I like to back. I'm taking the Billikens. And I like the under.
Billikens, huh?
Yep. 152.5, Barbara. 152.5.
Another short number here. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Hang in there.
Wisconsin minus 1.5 against UCLA.
Wisconsin minus. Are we going to take this UCLA team?
I can't.
Are we going to
They've
take?
been so bad east of the Mississippi. I can't do it. I just can't. The guy belly aches about it. I can't do it. I can't play them. I want to. I think they're better than Wisconsin, but they just.
That Tone J kills me every time. That Tone J kills me every time. We're down to 153.5, 64-62, 5:32 left. Can we slow down the tempo, Miss State? Can we slow down the tempo? Like, what are we doing? It's a one-possession game with 5 minutes left. There's no need to go up and down the court.
Hopefully they'll stop. Another good game in the afternoon. Second game at the SEC. Texas going to get 10.5 against Tennessee.
Tennessee should kill them. Tennessee should kill them. They really should. Tennessee should absolutely pace them. I might take that. Might be a best bet for me. Tennessee. I think Tennessee's that much better than them. Tennessee with Lanier. I'm going to lay it, and I know I shouldn't in the SEC, but I'm going to do it. Lay Tennessee with Oregon and Ole Miss. Those are my 3 best bets.
Akron, who's the best team in the MAC this year, is laying 8.5 against Toledo. That's the MAC semi.
I'm going under.
166.5. What?
Going under.
Sirius XM 159. Back after this.
You're listening to your source of sports gaming strategies and information.
We call it the winning edge.
It helps make the odds even. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
E-Taste, new virtual reality technology from the University of Ohio that adds the sense of flavor to your VR experience. Better than smell-o-vision. E-Taste, a new dimension in remote virtual immersive food experiences. Basic molecules sensed digitally transmitted to chemical injectors remotely replicating the 5 basic tastes of food. Sweet, salty, bitter, and umami, the rich, long-lasting, meaty texture of steak or seafood, or the pungent flavor of aged cheese.
No, Rufin!
Follow me at G Capalbo on X, and stay tuned to The Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
We can't make it any simpler, Sporto. All you gotta do is listen to SportsGrid.
That's listen.
Often. Pay attention. Soon you too will have the winning edge. And your friends and family will regard you with quiet awe. See? Simple. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Watching me. Joe, they're going to the monitor here, 68-67. And they're done with the monitor. 4.5 to go. at the SEC between Miss State and Mizzou. Now, they don't have a number up right now, Joe.
I just think we're dead. I don't know. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Joe. Like I want to get this. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't.
Well, I mean, it's a one possession game. You would think that we have a shot.
They're
going up and down.
They're both getting in the 80s. They're both getting in the 80s. Like you just gotta tell yourself the truth. Like they're both getting in the 80s.
You never know.
There's 4.5 minutes left in the game. Like it's just
yeah, but I mean, 30 seconds per shot clock. It's 68 up right now. I mean, you're telling me we're going to go up and down the court for what reason?
Yeah, I am.
Why?
I think that they're going to go up and down the court.
All right.
Because these teams score fast. This is it's not. This is not conducive to what we need. We needed a blowout. Is what we needed.
No, I think we have a shot here. I actually think we have a shot. I mean, again, there's 4:32 left. We're at 160.5. I mean, and again, the foul game is not going to come into play because it's not a blowout.
Well, then you need stops. You need to get stops then. Stops
we could get that.
The only thing staving you right now.
But they keep calling fouls. That's why.
Well, that's part of the problem too. I mean, it's just foul.
Quick whistle on everything. Quick whistles on everything. It's like a joke.
So many fouls. Foul. Like, can we let them play?
We have lost heartbreakers all game. Yeah. I mean, see how it plays out. He missed. All right.
Obviously, Joe, we'll be here tomorrow night. And we'll have some good ones tomorrow night. You have both ends of the Big East doubleheader. We know Marquette and St. John's are in the first one. And Creighton will play the winner of this UConn-Villanova game in the second game. ACC, Duke, North Carolina. No Cooper Flag, as you know.
Yeah, you want to take UNC? What's the spread?
I already took them on the money line. I'm in on North Carolina. I think they're going to win tomorrow night.
All right.
The late game will be Louisville against whoever wins this SMU Clemson game. Illinois, Maryland in the Big Ten will be the first night game. And then Michigan against this Purdue USC winner will be the other game.
Okay.
I love this BYU Houston game as well. That game will be Big 12 tomorrow night while we're on.
I'm thinking
BYU getting 7.5.
I like Houston.
And
Houston
also,
struggled with Colorado.
Anteaters tomorrow night. Anteaters. Late night. Big West. Anteaters.
Are they laying a short number?
We don't know yet. We don't know who they're playing yet. They play the winner of that second game, I believe, tonight.
Northridge is down, by the way.
Cal Poly game.
Gauchos
they should be.
Up,
Gauchos are going to win.
Colorado State up by 1. My best bets tomorrow, I'm telling you this right now. Yeah. I like Tennessee minus the 10.5, Oregon plus the 5.5, and I'm taking Ole Miss.
All right.
Let the chips fall where they may. What could I say?
I like BYU tomorrow night when me and you are on.
All right. We'll see how it plays out.
I like that.
What are we going to do?
We'll see if we can get in on a few other things as well. And I like North Carolina. And I like Illinois against Maryland. I like some of the night stuff more than the day stuff.
All right. Let's see how this plays out. Okay?
All right.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, here we are. We're locked and loaded.
Joe, great job as always. Great job as always.
Yeah, great job. We're gonna sweat this mistake game out down to the wire.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the end. We'll see what goes on. I don't love it, but you never know. We've seen. You know what? We've gotten extended into overtimes and double overtimes. Maybe we'll catch a break here. Great job by Matthias Burbell. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. Cash some tickets. See you then on the grid.